everyone, welcome to the Movieception Show. My name is Fariba, and today we actually got a brand new trailer for Barbie. As you all know, I'm super excited to see this film. I had actually listed it as at least one of my most anticipated movies of the year, or at least in a sense I put it as one of my honorable mentions. But yeah, I mean, the more I'm seeing the footage for Barbie, the more I'm really excited to see it. The cast looks incredible. The story looks pretty interesting. It's very vibrant. The last trailer, like, we definitely got a bit more of a better idea of what the film is going to look like, what's going to really tackle in terms of Barbie's struggles going into this film. And I'm going to assume that with this new trailer that we got, we're going to give a much better depth of what this story is going to focus on. So yeah, without further ado, let's get right down into the second trailer for Barbie. Oh, okay, so the feet scene again.
Hey Barbie, can I come to your house tonight?
Sure. I don't have anything big planned, just a giant blowout party with all the Barbies and planned choreography and a bespoke song. You should stop by.
So cool.
You can find me under the lights, diamonds under my eyes.
This is the best day ever.
It is the best day ever. So is yesterday, and so is tomorrow, and every day from now until forever.
Oh my god.
You guys ever think about dying?
Oh wow.
When my heart breaks,
Some things have been happening that might be related.
when my world shakes.
Cold shower, falling off my roof, and my heels
Oh no.
on the ground.
Oh no.
What do I have to do?
You have to go to the real world. You can go back to your regular life, or you can know the truth about the universe.
Oh.
The choice is now yours.
The first one, the high heel.
You have to want to know, okay? Do it again.
Closer I am to find. Closer I am to find.
Oh my
I'm coming with you.
Okay.
Oh wow.
Wow, this is the real world. What's going on? Why are these men looking at me?
Yeah, they're also staring at me.
Oh.
Barbie in the real world. That's impossible.
If this got out, this could mean extremely weird things for our world. This would be catastrophic!
We haven't played with Barbie since we were like 5 years old.
Oh
No
wow.
rest
Okay,
until
Barbie.
this doll
This is for you.
is back in a box.
Even if nobody else sings along.
Humans only have one ending.
Get that Barbie!
Ideas live forever.
No, I won't let you do just one appendectomy,
But I'm a man.
but not a doctor.
Can I talk to a doctor?
You are talking to a doctor.
And I need a clicky pen?
No.
A sharp thing?
No.
There he is. Doctor!
Somebody get security.
Oh god.
Is Barbie still in doubt?
They're playing the Barbie song. Oh, that was the Barbie trailer. And oh my god, I don't even know what to say. I'm just like, I think before, like, I was very hyped, and now I really want to see this movie now. Like, that's just watching that trailer has now really got me wanting to see this movie now. Like, I already had a bit of idea of what the story was going to look like, having heard some of the footage and all that. It does seem as if this is a trailer that they played at CinemaCon, because the way I'm looking at the trailer, it seems pretty like almost like a copy cut of like what I was reading of the footage descriptions from, the CinemaCon, that, the footage that they showed at CinemaCon. So it seems as if that's the one that we're seeing here finally. And yeah, it definitely gives us a much better idea of what this movie is going to be about. It's pretty clear what it is. It seems as if Barbie is having an existential crisis right now, because for one thing, like, I mean, for her, she was having a very flourished lifestyle in Barbie land, one that you'd always imagine it to be. Like, she was basically living in paradise and fantasy land, and that's all she ever, basically lived her life for. And now it's like, okay, all of a sudden, everything's just falling apart for her, right? Like, her feet's been falling flat. She's not really flying as she used to. Things aren't, acting as if they used to be before. And it's clear that, there's a sense that, she's kind of being I guess you could say immortalized in a sense. Like she isn't as immortal as she seems to be. And now it's like, okay, now she needs to go into the real world and, you know, understand it all, like where her purpose stands between wanting to be in Barbie land or trying to be a bit more realistic, right? And so that was a really nice like way to really set up the thing in the trailer. And of course, like we see the footage where she is now in the real world, actually interacting with people, realizing that, you know, a lot of people around them have played the toys, of course. And I love how in one sense they're like, if you hate Barbie, then this is the movie for you. Like, I wonder what this would imply. Like, I mean, we are, like, the fact is that we are seeing the response from a lot of people in the world, like, oh, you're Barbie, and you can see the mixed reaction. You can see like the boss just being like, oh no, Barbie's in the real world, she needs to go back, yada yada yada. I mean, it's like everyone's really kind of having this like cultural shock of seeing Barbie in the real world, and now it's a matter of how Barbie is going to handle all of it. So I can't wait to see how Greta Gerwig, you know, really just showcases the movie, because this is, of course, written by her and I believe her partner Noah Baumbach. And so we know that, you know, she's very, you know, involved with the whole movie. She knows the movie script from beginning to the end, and she's the director of it. And I mean, I really love watching Greta Gerwig's work. So I mean, I feel like this is the one where this is probably her biggest project yet, because of how vast the cast looks like, how incredible the story itself is, the fact that it is about Barbie the toy. It's basically the, you know, adaptation of it, and now we're seeing that coming to life here with this movie. And just again, the trailers have been just remarkable. They've really just amped up the excitement for the film. And again, the fact that they're playing on the Barbie toy but still adding a bit more of like a reality check to the whole situation with the toy, just to give a bit of that humane factor, is like, okay, I'm very curious to see how this movie will end up, what's going to end up becoming the final act of it all. And again, just I'm super, super excited just to see this film. I love that they actually did at least play a little bit of Barbie, you know, sung by Aqua. Like, I was just like, man, it sucks that we can't have that play in the movie, because I'm assuming it's going to have to deal with copyright. But even then, they were able to add just a snippet at the end of this trailer. So that was like a way to just end it off on a great note. I mean, I'm going to hope or maybe assume that they might play it, you know, the song maybe for the final trailer, because we still are about like roughly a month and a half away from the movie's release. So we still have a bit more time to see more of what, you know, the movie is going to provide. But even with that being the case, like, I mean, this film looks remarkable. I believe I also heard Dua Lipa's song in this trailer. So that's definitely a first glimpse of that, because I've been hearing about Dua Lipa's song, and I mean, it seems pretty catchy. So, and it's not just that, but apparently there's like a whole soundtrack for the whole film, including one by Ryan Gosling. So that's something I look forward to seeing. And speaking of that, Ryan Gosling, I mean, again, like, he is having so much fun in this film. You can tell how much he's enjoying playing Ken. Like, I have to address this, because again, there's been a lot of talks about whether or not, you know, Ryan Gosling is really, you know, is he really up for a challenge like playing Ken, who's supposed to be a bit more on the bubbly side, and you can get the sense of him being a very more enthusiastic type of character in comparison to some of the more, you know, typical roles that we see Gosling play. But I'm going to keep defending him and saying that, you know, this movie is made for him. He will nail this role. I mean, just from seeing the trailer, you can tell how much he is really just showing it all off as Ken. And it just, again, just the excitement, the enthusiasm that I'm getting off of him, like, it reminds me a little bit of, again, his performance from The Nice Guys. I mean, of course, his, you know, role as a nice guy is far different from the Ken here, but I think I'm addressing more in terms of his comedic timing, his humor. And like, I'm getting a lot of that sense from what we got in The Nice Guys being, you know, inputted into this film where he is playing Ken. And again, like, I feel like he is definitely really just showing it all for this film. And I just from the trailer itself, it's indication that, like, despite everything that has been said about Ryan Gosling from the online sphere and how a lot of people were doubting or very doubtful of whether or not he even was meant to play this character, I think this trailer may have just, you know, once again given us a, you know, basically an argument that he can play Ken. He's gonna give his own version of it, and he will nail it. And again, like, just this trailer again just proves once again why I think that all the, you know, criticism about Ryan Gosling's, you know, casting, it was just blown out of the waters for no reason. So yeah, I mean, again, I'm excited to see this film. Margot Robbie looks incredible as Barbie. Again, she is just really nailing it as well. Like, I think everyone in this whole cast is doing such a phenomenal job. Like, you can tell everyone's having so much fun. It is very enthusiastic. It's very exciting. I mean, again, I cannot wait to see this movie when it does drop in July in theaters. But yeah, I think that's all I have to say about the Barbie trailer. Just again, like, I mean, this is again just incredible footage that we're getting for the film. But yeah, let me know what your thoughts are. What do you think about this trailer? Does it give us a much better idea of how this film is going to kind of tackle its own story? What does this mean for Barbie and Ken as they go into their journey, or basically going to the trip, you know, going into the real world? What does this mean for them? Do you have any theories about what this could imply in regards to what this could mean for Ken and Barbie? And yeah, let me know if you're excited to see this film overall. What are some things that you're hoping or looking forward to seeing as we get closer to the movie's release? Let me know in the comments down below, and make sure to like and subscribe.